Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I am going to go over some coins like Gala. I'm going to go over VELO, and I think I'm going to go over Litecoin. Okay. So here's the situation with Gala is I'm getting harassed that it's going to be going to zero. I'm like, okay. I've been buying it at point zero, these areas, sniping it. It comes down more. I'm going to buy some more. Okay. So this is the same thing as Gala when it was over here. Okay. Getting the bottom on Gala was tough. I'll be the first to admit that. But the same thing over here. Boom, it's going to zero. And now we're over here. Boom, it's going to zero. Okay. So the deal is what's going on here in this crypto market because it's so much uncertainty, illiquid, and it's very tough. I'll be the first to admit it's very tough. If you want somebody to manage your portfolio, your crypto portfolio, personally, you got to pay a lot of money. You're not going to find it for $30 a month, guys. Okay. A lot of money for somebody to do that correctly, like one-on-one, however you want to do that. That's the way I see it. $30 a month is probably not going to really do anything. I'm giving it to you for free. So here it is in this, and it made a wave up, okay, on Gala. Very good interest on the candle there is higher than that wave. So here's it. This is not the whole chart. This is a third wave candle. There's a fifth wave, a little bit less volume than that. You have divergence right there. And then this area is higher than that wave over there. So serious amount of interest in Gala starting right here. And then it's going to come down here. So here's a couple areas of interest. I already hit that fair value gap. There is a serious demand zone that it could come down to. That's 0.024. Right now, it's looking like there's going to be an uptrend for a period of time for Gala in this area. So I'm just going to be paying attention to it in this area, see what's going to be going on a little bit, okay? It might just do a trend up, and it might not make it down to this demand zone that I'm checking out with Gala. But weekly chart, you can see that it's a transition period based on the moving averages, and you want to start seeing this curl back around on the weekly, and then you check the daily out. You can see these, so you can see more clarity on that demand zone that it didn't hit the fair value gap. There's another one. So these are definitely areas of interest for Gala. Down here, you know, the 9 going through the 21 through the 40, and it's working on that over here in this area, whenever that will be sussed out with Gala, guys. So at the end of the day, this is what I'm looking at with Gala. Okay. So Bitcoin, this kind of trend up, and it's probably just going to hang out and wander around in this area, maybe get back down here, maybe stay in that area, probably for another month or so. But it's been like since December, ripped off that wave into January and this long drawn out correction. And then boom, these are going to be areas targets that I'm looking at, certainly right there at 10 cents. And then depending on what this is going to be, if this is a third wave or a C wave, which the C wave can be as big as the third wave and go all the way up to 20, 22 cents, guys. And definitely huge amount of supply right up there too. So those are going to be the target areas that I'll be looking at with Gala. I'm bullish on Gala. I know that they've increased their supply. Therefore, they've increased their market cap recently on that. Yeah, that's going to lower that's probably not going to give it as, what'd you say, as many X's, if you will. But at the end of the day, I'm not really too concerned with it yet. I'm not looking for a mega 10X on Gala or anything at this point, like in the next wave going now. Could you get a 10? Could it go from say 0.03 up to 30 cents? It could. Just not going to know, man. I can't predict the future or something like that. I do know based on these charts of stats and everything, these are definitely areas of interest right here. It'll have resistance right here, right here, right here. And then this is definitely probably going to be one of the most, this is probably really could be a target up here. Yeah, that supply zone, guys. Okay. So that's how I'm looking at it with Gala. I think it looks pretty good. It's just going to have to be a patient waiting game. You know, it's like, it's taking its time. Cryptocurrency is, you know, it's illiquid right now. A lot of people are leaving right now and they're bored of it. So what's going on is that, you know, in this area, you know, the folks that are in Gala, you know, they're getting in too late, you know. When I was talking about Gala was in this area, okay, and then here, and then this area again for Gala's move. So the folks that are just not how can I say this? Not they're being passive. I guess a good word I could say for that is that you have a lot in the cryptocurrency space that are being passive and they're waiting for these massive green candles, get in, come back over here, and whether they sell or whatever they're doing or holding and panicking and stuff like that, they're being passive in this market. And this is probably not a time to be passive in cryptocurrency, guys. Okay. So the what I could say, this demand zone is a huge zone. So 0.024 for Gala is a definite target right here. Okay. So an aggressive person or investor or group or whomever will bite that. Okay. A passive person, okay, just like over here, will wait for these green candles and be a late long and then has a potential of getting wrecked. Okay. So that's basically my point. I know that I'm a little bit brutal and a little bit more honest than the other YouTube channels, but the reality of it is this is a time to be brutal and to be honest and have a game plan in there with these coins, guys. Like even on a long-term deal with this, if you're in Gala, you can expect reasonably another 22% drop. If you can't stomach the 22% drop, Bitcoin can easily do a 22% drop. So if you can't stomach a 22% drop, man, hey, that can happen in the TradFi markets, guys. So I don't know what to say about that. You should have a long-term holding in for your portfolio, and then you should have maybe a trading bag if you want to trade and break it up like that and cut your losses and things like that, guys. That's really how it should go. So enough of my rant. All right, so here we go. Gala. What do you think that looks like? Bearish or bullish? Okay, let's go here. Massive candle, volume candle, massive candle right there. And what does that look like? 3. Okay, and can it come back down here? It could. My gut, I'm going to go off my instinct. Okay, right now, I don't think Gala is going to make that. That's my instinct right now saying it's not going to make that. I'm prepared for that, but I don't know if it's going to make that. I want it to make that, but I'm being greedy on the way down, right? Happened to me with that other Shield protocol, right? I was waiting for okay, it's coming down there. Didn't hit it. And then it went boom, went up there. I was greedy on the way down. You'd be greedy on the way down, just like you'd be greedy on the way up. So Gala looks good. And I went over the targets right there for Gala. Okay. Now it's not going to happen next week. Not going to happen next week. People are like, what's the time frame? Well, I gave you a time frame on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is probably going to be in a correction at least till the end of June. It could go extend into July. So I doubt that Gala is going to be doing a moonshot. I mean, maybe it could, who knows? Moonshot up there while Bitcoin's going down. But, I guess anything's possible in the cryptocurrency space. So let's go over to VELO. VELO, let's check this out, okay? I'm not in VELO. And for some reason, I don't know what it is, guys, about this coin. It's not getting me excited. But this is another one. Definitely buying the bottom. You're definitely buying the bottom on this one. All these guys and these hardcore crypto guys, when everything's in a nice bull trend and everything's so safe, right? They're like, if it goes down to this price, like Bitcoin is over here. If it goes down to 20K, I'm going to back up the jump truck. And it went to 20K. Where were they? Scared. They were spread like sheep. Just like that, weren't they? Okay. So here's the deal. Here's the deal, guys. Okay. This is, looking at a weekly chart, it's pretty obvious what's going on here. If you look at the volume candles on VELO, okay, there's obviously some express interest in this coin. Okay, it's going on right here. So, looking at it, so you see these moving averages down. So it's got pressure right there. Okay, it's got pressure coming down in those moving averages. Pressure's on the price right there. Went up to hit the 40. But you can see right here, it made an attempt. That 9 went over there, and then it's the same thing. It's in here. It's in this whole process of getting these moving averages, and then over in this area, there'll be like the this yellow, yellow, blue, green, or yellow, blue, black, and there'll be an order over here. Okay, but you definitely have some interest over here, and this was a massive demand zone that came out. It bounced out of there. It's going in this area. So let's go to a daily chart, and I'll show you something here in the daily chart right here with VELO. Okay, so VELO, in my opinion, you see candles here, here, here. Definitely some interest in this coin. Definitely some interest in this coin. There's no doubt about that. I would say accumulation is going on with this coin. And so here we go. Same thing as quant. You check this out, guys. You see it bounced out of here, went up to this fair value gap, also a supply zone, excuse me, bounced down. Look at this 9-period moving average on the daily. Boom, 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 boom. Went past all the way up past the 40. Telling you, like, nice move over here. It grab that supply again. It might be come back down like this, you know. So you go like this here. Moving average, diagonal like this. Probably come back down here, maybe in this area, grab that fair value gap. And then you want see another get a move over there, and you want to see it get above that, that'd be a good signal, and then go back into that area over the time when you know, Bitcoin is like going down, and it might do a retrace, and then this can go up like that. It's probably not going to do a moonshot, so I'm very hesitant to say, okay, it's just going to blast out of here. Could it? It is a smaller cap crypto, you know. Maybe it will. I don't know, but I'm like very hesitant to say anything like that because, you know, obviously Bitcoin's in a downtrend, and it would be more of like an accumulation type pattern, right? In this area, back down, come back over here, and then it might come back down again, and it's getting ready to go over there, guys. Okay, so that's how I'm looking at it with VELO. So it looks pretty good. And zooming out to the weekly chart, you know, it's going to have some key areas here. You know, massive supply zone. You're going to be wanting to look at that too, guys, right there. Massive supply zone that is going to go up and grab that probably in this area, run to, okay? And, you know, we'll be coming back down. But, you know, once VELO gets over, you know, into this area, this, you know, and Ethereum goes bullish. You know, this is going to be doing a shot, in my opinion. This will do a shot probably, guys. So, you know, you're looking at some, let's just say, you know, right here, you could be looking at a shot. You do have some supply zones over there. Left-hand side, it might even be getting some resistance. But now, you know, you start looking at boom, boom, boom. And then once you get up into this area, you know, like if you're down here, so check this out, right? So you're in this area, you're accumulating some VELO, and then you're like, oh, okay, 4 or 5x, you know, that's pretty realistic. Maybe time goes on, you know, cryptocurrency gets a little more bullish. And you start getting into this area, guys. Look at these numbers, man. You know, you're looking at 2,400%, you know, and going into that. Does that seem unrealistic to you? No, making a move like that on a cryptocurrency? Heck no. And then you start going up and you're like, whoa, look at that. You know, you start making some serious gains. I need to take a look at this coin, man. Seriously, I need to look at that coin a little bit closer. You know, that thing's going to probably do a little bit better than Gala. And you know what? There's a lot more interest in that, guys, right down there. And those volume candles, you got to admit that, you know, looking pretty good. So be patient, guys. You know, you know, you just don't jump into crypto, man, and start getting like 40 and 50 X's. You know, it's not like, oh, I'm going to go into crypto and get my 40s and 50 X's and stuff like that. It's not probably going to happen, you know, so probably going to take some time. And more than likely, what's going to happen, the coins that you're like thinking they ain't going to do very well, those are probably the ones that are going to do your 40 or 50X. You're like, what the heck, man? I didn't expect that. I was going to do a 5X. Here it is. There's a 50. So that's how it's going to work. Probably more than anything. Litecoin. So Litecoin, you know, this guy right here has a halving coming up. And actually, this coin, Litecoin, you know, a lot of people are not interested in this one, but, you know, it's a boring coin. You know, it's just been kind of hanging out, you know, kind of in an uptrend. But the thing is with Litecoin, guys, is that it's like an Ethereum too. It's like it doesn't want to really correct too much. And, you know, what I'm thinking is with Litecoin here is it's going to start making like a trend up, come back down. And then once Bitcoin, so right now, like you have Bitcoin is in a downtrend, right? And then it'll do a correction. I think Litecoin, you know, come down when Bitcoin goes down, and then it's going to be able to get off in these waves. So the thing with Litecoin that you really want to see, okay, is that you see these moving averages. You want to see it get above that 200 right there. Okay, you can see hit, and then Litecoin get up above that 200, and then, you know, I would be looking at some zones right here for Litecoin, the serious supply zone, so it could have some resistance. But then this area up here with Litecoin, guys, this area right up here, boom, for Litecoin. So I think Litecoin is not going to have much downside compared to Bitcoin. Okay. But I don't think it's going to be like super moonshots or anything like that with Litecoin, guys. But I think there's a little bit of interest into going on with this coin. Okay. You know, daily, you can see this 9 went right through it. And, you know, you have a little bit of interest according to this volume down here for Litecoin, guys. So, you know, probably coming up to hit that zone, already tagged it right there. That supply zone, it tagged it right there. So it's probably going to do another little bit of a come up a little bit more and do another trek down. Okay. And these things work, man. Keep track of these. These supply. Here's your demand zone right here. And that probably come back down to that area. Let me change that color. Okay. Like so. Back down to here, possibly. And then once Bitcoin's done with its correction, possibly end of June, maybe middle of July, and then Litecoin's going to be making a move. Otherwise, it's just going to be in this area, guys. I don't, you know, Litecoin is what I'm saying is Litecoin is going to be just kind of trending up and sideways is what I'm suspect is going on with Litecoin here. And then it can get itself ready and prep for maybe a pretty significant move over here in the third quarter or later in the year, going in July, August, maybe September, October in this area with Litecoin, guys. Let's see here. You know, this whole area of Litecoin, you see the moving averages, the 9, you know, see the 40s like that. Okay. So it's kind of like right over here, kind of like this area right over here. You know, the 9 came up, came down, and it's, you know, staying above that 40, guys. So it's staying bullish, in my opinion. Tag to 21, tag to 40, tag to 40. Probably going to do the same thing, possibly, too. You know, the 40 will go like that. All right. Litecoin come up, maybe back down, stay in that area, possibly, maybe tag it again, and just keep on going up, telling you that Litecoin is, you know, going to be going bullish, and for the most part, but not a super moonshot, I don't think. And then my zones were up here for Litecoin. As a matter of fact, let me check a monthly. Right there for Litecoin. This area, 152, in this massive supply zone. Could go up into any of that area, would be realistic for Litecoin. So 180 and as high as 301 for Litecoin, guys. And I think those are my targets, general area and targets on Litecoin. It just might be a grind up there too, just because of what's going on with the cryptocurrency market. You know, like when the liquidity, where's like a liquid cryptocurrency market, you got nice clean waves there. Went over this before, nice clean wave there. Good correction, a little bit of a mess. But with that said, too, with the illiquid market, it could be in this area and rip just to there real quick, kind of like it did on this candle, rip there, so it could rip real quick, go sideways, rip real quick, something like that, guys, is what I wouldn't be surprised if Litecoin is going to be doing that. So those definitely targets, you know, 186 to and high as 300, and go right into that zone, guys, right in this zone, just like this. So you can see this top target and breach that target, wick through that target. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's like kind of the same thing in that area. Maybe even a wick up to the trend up there that I have from this area right here. A wick, boom, 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 back down. But looking like that for Litecoin, guys. If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor. Drop a like. Hit the subscribe button. Peace.